Yesterday, in a courtroom in Shenzhen, a 67-year-old man was sentenced to life in prison. 56 other people were sentenced alongside him. Two of them were his sons. 9 years ago, he was a number one on our list. He built residences. His name is Hurun India. His company was Evergrande. And I'm going to put every number in this video in rupees lakh crores, so all of us understand, can relate to the scale of the downfall. In October 2017, the Hurun China Rich List made him the richest man in China. His wealth, rupees 4 lakh crores. He had come from the 10th place the year before to the number one spot in the Hurun China Rich List. He had added almost rupees 3 lakh crores in 6 months. He was in fact the only 12th person to top that list in the 19 years we had been publishing the Hurun China Rich List. Now hold that number in the scale for a second, rupees 4 lakh crores coming from one person. That same year, the 100 richest real estate entrepreneurs in the Groha Hurun Real Estate Rich List were worth rupees 1,87,000 crores between them cumulatively. All 100 of them together less than half of this gentleman. A few weeks later, we published the Hurun China Real Estate Rich List. Obviously, he was the number one there too, at nearly the same valuation, rupees 4 lakh crores. Behind him, Yang Huyan of Country Garden at number 2. Wang Janlin of Wanda at number 3 at around a lakh crore rupees. And Sun Hongbin of Sanak at 4. The wealth of the top 50 property entrepreneurs in China had risen 44% in a single year. And China's top 50 developers were selling nearly 43 lakh crore rupees of real estate in one single year. Then in 2019, the Hurun Global Real Estate Rich List, Hurun India was the richest real estate entrepreneur on the planet. 7 of the world's top 10 property billionaires in the Hurun Global Rich List were all Chinese. China had 139 real estate billionaires out of the 239 in the world. 58% of the total real estate, the billionaires in the world were from Chinese. And their combined wealth was about 52 lakh crore rupees. The United States in second place had 26 people and 1/5 the wealth. Rupert Hujworth, my co-founder and the global chairman of Hurun, called it the biggest wealth explosion in human history driven by Chinese urbanization. Now, watch what our own list records next. By 2023, the Hurun China Rich List changes. Property entrepreneurs carrying heavy debt are dropping off the list entirely. Yan Huyan, Zhang Li of RNF, Shu Rangma of Shima are all still on it, but their companies have shrunk considerably. By 2024, the real estate is 9% of Hurun China Rich List. 10 years earlier, it was 20%. And in that same edition, the former number one appears in the section of report headed under investigation. By 2025, the Hurun Global Rich List names Chinese real estate as one of the worst performing sources of wealth in the world that year. And in 2026, China took back the title of billionaire capital of the world. 1,110 billionaires. 287 added in a single year. And almost none of the new additions came from real estate. The biggest risers were artificial intelligence, semiconductors, data centers, energy transition companies, and so on. The property people are gone from the list. And now, one of them is gone for life in jail. Here is what happened to Evergrande. Evergrande at peak was worth nearly rupees 5 lakh crore rupees. When it was delisted from Hong Kong last August, it was worth about 2,600 crores, and 99.5% drop compared to its peak. Its liabilities, rupees 28 lakh crore rupees. Let me put that in Indian terms. Every single real estate company on the Groha Hurun India real estate list this year, all 150 of them, be DLF, Lodha, Adani, Godrej, Prestige, everybody you can think of. The cumulative value comes to 16.5 lakh crores. Evergrande's debt alone was almost twice the value of the entire real estate industry in the Groha Hurun India Real Estate 150. Revenues overstated by roughly 7.5 lakh crore rupees across 2 financial years. Fines of 22,000 crore. All personal assets confiscated. Political rights gone for life. Country Garden, once selling 9.5 lakh crore rupees of homes every year, is restructuring more than 1,30,000 crore of offshore liabilities or debt. Yang Huiyan went from about 3.5 lakh crore rupees to roughly 50,000 crores. Wanke, the state backed. State backed should be safe one, support with the government. The former chief executive of Wanke is under investigation for criminal measures. The Wanke survives on repeated lifeline from its government shareholder. Just before COVID, Chinese developers utterly dominated our global rankings. 7 years on the top 10 are down perhaps 95% by sales and by market value. Now, this is what I'm really optimistic about. Now, of the same 10 years in India, a same methodology that we apply to the Groha Hurun India real estate list, which we have published every year for a decade. In 2017, I said India's 100 richest real estate entrepreneurs were worth rupees 1,87,000 crores. The richest man in Indian real estate was worth 27,000 crore rupees. In 2026, India's most valuable real estate companies are worth rupees 16.5 lakh crores, roughly the GDP of Kuwait. To get onto the list, all you now need is 1,200 crore rupees, almost 3 times the bar 5 years ago. To get into top 10, you need to have created a business worth about rupees 20,500 crores, nearly double the bar 5 years ago. And at the top this year, for the first time, Gautam Adani and family at rupees 90,400 crores became the top real estate rich list, the topper of the real estate rich list in this year. Rajiv Singh at 90,200 crores, Mangal Prabhat Lodha at 67,000 crores and so on. That's the sort of the list. The same industry, same decade, the same debt-funded, pre-sales, land bank business model. But nobody in India is in prison, no liquidation orders, no sons in the dock. Now, I'm not here to do a victory lap because this was India's worst year on since the existence of the Groha Hurun real estate lists as well. The total value was up just 2%. But it's impressive compared to the BSE Realty Index, which went down by 20%. 74 of 151 companies in the Groha Hurun real estate list lost value. DLF down 29%, Lodha down 32%. But that is exactly the point. India's bad year is minus 20%. China's bad decade is minus 99%, with a life sentence and the promoters going to jail. A correction is a market is working. A wipeout is a system failing. So what actually separates between China and India? Not talent, not ambition, 2 things. The first is leverage. India's developers went the other way after 2016. They listed, they raised equity, they took institutional money. 73 of our 151 companies are listed. The professional, non-family chief executives have gone from 11 in 2021 to 46 today. And they now run 54% of the value in the Groha Hurun India real estate list. The second is that somebody was watching. RERA, SEBI, insolvency law, auditors who can be sued. As a researcher, my takeaways are simple. India must urbanize. It is critical to the next stage of our development. And that means our developers need to grow and watch for unsustainable growth. Catch it early. We've been publishing the rich list in China for 27 years and India for 14. We do not decide who rises and who fails. We just count. We try to make patterns and we tell the story of the economy through the eyes of entrepreneurs and these companies. China built faster than anyone in human history. It is spending this decade paying for it, at least in the case of real estate sector, due to unsustainable practices. India gets to grow slower and keeps its founders out of court. That is not a small thing, and that is the whole game. 2026 Groha Hurun India real estate list was published a couple of months back. We've done a lot of research on it. I would welcome you all to come and check it out. For more such insights, follow Hurun India and research notes, and I'll come back with you of another video soon. Thank you very much.